know, music plays a very important role in my life because I understand how powerful music is. You know, music is actually the only thing that can activate and stimulate the whole brain and the whole cognitive activity that's going on in your brain. So, you know, music also has the power to, you know, uplift. You know, when you come home and let's say, you know, you're having a down day, your perception, you know, and you just play your favorite song, and that can just change your whole mood instantly. You know, you forget about everything that's going on, and nothing else really matters but you and your relation to that song. So that's why music is so powerful in general, you know, as far as everyone. Like, you've never met a person that said, you know, I don't listen to music at all. Like, you know, people have different subjective genres, but everyone has a connection to music, and that's why I think it's so powerful and why it plays such an important role in my life. You know, I like all types of music. I listen to, it really depends on what mood I'm in. You know, if I'm feeling relaxed and calm, I'll play some classical music. If I'm feeling a little hyper, you know, I'll play like some electronic, some dubstep music. You know, if I'm feeling like I just want to listen to lyrics, I'll play like some old school hip hop types of music. But yeah, I'm open to all types of music. You know, music always came very intuitive to me, even at a very small age. I remember this one time when it was third grade class, and I still remember this story. You know, our music teacher, she came in and she had all these music equipments and instruments that she would like give out to the students. She had like maracas and all stuff like that, and I was kind of like a shy kid in the back. But you know, I still at a very young age, you know, looking back, I still understood, you know, like the rhythmic patterns of music. So I had like these two pencils, and like on the table, I would just start tapping and start creating a drum beat while the teacher was talking. And then she would just like, she would look at me, she would stop, and she would like just smile. And then she like picked out an instrument, which was like I think it was a tambourine she gave me. And you know, I was playing the tambourine for like a year, and just at a very young age. And you know, having conversations with my father, because I was always curious, you know, like where did this come from? Because you know, they say that you know, when you learn something, it becomes ingrained in your DNA. So I was just like asking my father if he has any musical background, and he said that he used to play music back in his country. He was a drummer. So you know, that made a lot of sense to me, and I could kind of like put the pieces together why music came so intuitive to me. Well, you know, beatboxing, the thing about you know, beatboxing is basically creating acoustical noises using your nasal and your mouth. You know, and we all have a range of sounds that we can create, like the alphabet from A to Z. Each sound has a specific frequency and tone that we can create. And within these tones, you know, like for example, the letter B, you say the letter B, 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 B. But you know, if you tighten it up and create pressure, it can come out as a kick drum, like. And for another example, the letter T can also, you know, function as a hi-hat. If you just take the beginning sound and just, you know, put pressure on it, T, 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 and create a hi-hat like that. But with music, with beatboxing, it's so universal, you know? Like, I can walk up to like an Indian tribe, and we can have like different languages, but I can start beatboxing, and I bet you the whole tribe will start like going like this. You can't tell me they're not gonna start bobbing their head like that. You know, so that's what's so universal about beatboxing, because it's just like something that it's its own language within itself. And that's why I enjoy it so much. Well, you know, there are all different types of forms of expression. There's, you know, drawing, there's there's rapping, there's singing, there's acting, there's all types. And you know, with beatboxing, it's like you can do it anywhere. You know, you can do it in the bathroom, you can do it in the living room while you're walking. Like it's with you. It becomes a part of you, is what it is. So, you know, like any instrument, you also have to work at it. So I chose this form of expression because, you know, when I was young and I was in like high school, you know how you would sit in like the cafeteria and you know kids, you know, they're still trying to learn like the social dynamics of getting along with each other and all that stuff like that. But you know, my friend, he would start rapping, and you know, I could be that music that would generate and grab everyone's attention and you know, bring people together. And that's why I think it's so powerful about, you know, beatboxing. And just the fact that you can do it wherever, and there's no limitation to it. You can take it as far as the mind can think of. You know, what inspires me, you know, for beatboxing is a lot of things. You know, I look at my family and they inspire me, my friends inspire me, you know, all types of different artists. You know, I look up to like the best beatboxers in the world, and I really like study their craft, and I take bits and pieces. And you know, with beatboxing, it's not like when you study it, you really have to have a certain type of ear for it, because you really have to listen to the sounds. Like you can't look at a position that someone's doing. You really have to listen to it and experiment with it. So you know, I take bits and pieces of the best beatboxers in the world, and first I imitate, and then I take that and I infuse it with my creativity, and then I originate something new. So you know, just a lot of stuff inspires me as far as, you know, beatboxing. I also create other music. I'm a music producer also, you know. I use different programs to create different beats. You know, my friend, when we were in high school, you know, he started rapping. And me and him around the same time, we both started working on our craft. He started rapping. I started making, this was before I was really into beatboxing. I was making beats on computers. And the specific genre is hip hop. And you know, I would create these beats and he would rap to them. And then we just showed all our friends, and they couldn't believe that, you know, he was rapping and I made this beat. So, you know, that really gave us the energy to keep going. And to this day, we're still, you know, he's still rapping and I'm still making beats, and I see a lot of progress and I see a bright future.
We're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be wrong. It's really not the kind of love's just safe for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let it be your rule, and you can totally keep let me live that fantasy. Whoa.
With storytelling would come in it and all that types of stuff, where you would turn on the radio and just listen to like something that you could vibe out, and it would make you feel something. And music nowadays, you know, as far as the radio, their attention is mostly on how much profit they can make from the music. So that's the measure that they use by, you know, what kind of music they play on the radio. You know, how much can it sell? You know, can this type of music attract, you know, a certain type of audience, rather than, you know, looking at it from the artistic perspective and just, you know, really feeling it and really understanding the music. You know, and that's what I think, you know, music is always changing. You know, that's a fact. You know, music is always going to be changing because life is always changing. So there's going to be, you know, different perspectives of the way you see it. And, you know, the way I look at it, you know, I accept all types of music. But, you know, I feel like just back in the day, there was more towards that emotion type of music making rather than what it is today.